Hey guys, MLB has been out for a couple weeks now, and I thought I would put together a list of players that you guys can go out and get fairly cheap to help build your squad early on if you're struggling to find players that will have an impact for you. Now, I need to say that almost all players will have a little bit of a different preference in terms of how they hit, how they swing, which I think is one of the more fun parts of MLB. But these players specifically, my community and everyone I've seen online is pretty much in agreement. These are all phenomenal cards for under 30,000 subs. So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you give the video a like and think about subscribing. Come on, let's go ahead and do it. All right, let's get into the video. All right, guys, we're going to start first at catcher. And the 85 Diamond Salvador Perez, going for about 16,000 stubs on the market, is still one of the best catchers that you can get in the game. Obviously, his defense is pretty rough. That is something you're going to have to deal with. But early on, if you are looking for someone that can absolutely mash the ball, that has a good swing, Salvador Perez has been that for a couple seasons now in MLB the Show. So a really good card here at catcher. Moving on to first base, and this might be one of my most favorite cards I've used so far, and if it weren't for having Frank Thomas, he would be my starting first baseman even on the God Squad. So he's going for about 13,000 stubs because all of the face of the franchise cards, or a lot of them, are starting to fall quite a bit in price, and he absolutely destroys right-handed pitching, which that's what you're going to see the most common of so far as to start the game. As of right now, I'm batting .330 with Joey Votto. I have 30 hits with him in 91 at-bats. I have 16 home runs with him. So anytime I use him, it is basically a home run. Just a phenomenal card. Not much else to say here. The only downfall is that he can only play one position. You can get him for free in the choice pack for the Central, or you can buy him for under 15,000 stubs. But nonetheless, a phenomenal card. Next up at second is one of my favorite players so far in the game. He can play basically any position in the infield and left field, and that's the live series Jose Ramirez. You can see here that I have him to parallel 5. I was the 29th person to get him there, and he has legit been my favorite hitter. He's a switch hitter, which is obviously super advantageous. He's got good power, but it's something, I don't know what it is. It's his swing. Like I said, there are certain cards that play better for certain people. Every person that I have recommended to get this card has come back into my chat or my videos and been like, dude, Jose Ramirez is absolutely crushing the ball. So make sure you grab Jose Ramirez because his lineup flexibility and where he's going to play on your team, as well as the fact that he's a switch hitter, make sure you go grab him in your lineup. Right now, he's going for about 27,000 stubs, so make sure that you grab him. All right, next for shortstop is the face of the franchise, Corey Seager, and I'm not going to lie, there is not a lot of cards that I've used that have been successful for me personally at shortstop. I know there's Fernando Tatis's live series card, for example, even Trey Turner. This Corey Seager card, his swing is just extremely smooth. He's got good contact at 95 and 94, powers at 84 and 86. Just a very, very well-rounded card, and his swing is very smooth. So if you can get him in your choice pack, that would be huge. However, on the market, he's going for about 27,000 subs, so he's kind of on the higher end there. But if you can get him in your choice pack, that'd be really big, and you'll have your starting shortstop. You can also play second and third, so again, lineup flexibility is pretty nice. All right, at third base is the face of the franchise, Rafael Devers, one of my favorite players, obviously, as a Red Sox fan. Don't mind the Phillies hat. It is just one of my favorite hats. All right, so contact at 92 and 88. Power against righties up at 109. And again, that's the big advantage. Left-handed batter to start the game. There's a lot of right-handed pitchers early on in this game. He can play first base. Just a very, very good hitter. There's a lot of lefties that will absolutely smash the ball for you, and he is definitely one of them. So make sure you grab the Rafael Devers out of either the choice pack, or if you get him for free from from your gifted one from the program. If not, 21,000 subs will land you Rafael Devers, who can play again third and first, but one of the better cards early on. All right, on to the outfield. Couple options here, but Luis Robert is one of the best that you can get just in general for under 30,000 subs. He's going for 16 right now. I think that's because everyone has just chosen him in the choice pack, so if you do get to choose him, go ahead and do that. But contact at 109 against lefties, 84 against righties, power against lefties is up 100. And I'm not gonna lie, like even against righties, he's been very, very good for me. So can play all outfielder spots. He's got 96 speed, fielding's up at 91. Just a very, very good card. His arm is a little bit lower, so that's why I think left field is probably the best for him. But nonetheless, an extremely good card early on, one that you can get for free. All right, on to center field, we've got the live series Byron Buxton, who has very mediocre hitting stats, but his swing makes up for that. His swing is very, very good. It has been even since last year, going back to the Player of the Month card. 99 speed, 99 fielding, and 92 arm. Very, very good defensively. That's where he's going to make up for his maybe mediocre hitting stats. In the field, he has been phenomenal, and he can play any of the outfielder spots. So for only 13,000 stubs, you can get a really good outfielder early on that you can obviously replace with some better hitters, but it's a very good starting center fielder. And then on to right field, there is a bunch of options here, but one that I've found that hits better than you would think is the 86 Live Series Matt Olson. He absolutely mashes the ball. Not a very good fielder at all in right field, so that's obviously kind of a dent there against him. You could go with the face of the franchise, Mitch Haniger, who's been phenomenal as well. But this Matt Olson card, again, another lefty, absolutely crushes the ball, and you can get him for very cheap, under 10,000 stubs. So if you are looking for a right fielder or even a first baseman, because that is his primary position, you can go with him. All right, on to the starting pitchers. We've got AJ Burnett. I've seen a lot of people use him. He is in the Legends flashback that you get in the face of the franchise program. So just by completing it, you will get an option to select this AJ Burnett. 88 on the hits per nine, 87 K per nine is very good for a gold pitcher. And then he's got 96 on the fastball and 95 on the sinker with an 81-mile-an-hour changeup. That's a huge velocity jump from the changeup to the fastball. Good control on the fastball and great break on the knuckle curve. So be on the lookout for him when you are able to select him. His velocity's up at 97 and 92. All of his important stats are very high, which I think might be overlooked because of his low overall. So make sure that you select AJ Burnett in that pack. Next up, we've got the Live Series Corbin Burns. One of the more expensive ones. He's going for about 30,000 stubs, 87 on hits per nine, 85 K per nine, with good velocity at 99 and the break at 88. Sinker is very good. Cutter is very good. There's a lot of movement on all of his pitches. One of the more fun right-handed starters I've found in the game. And there hasn't been a lot of great pitching so far, so you've got to find the ones that will work for you. But this Corbin Burns has been great so far. Another card out of the Legends and Flashbacks pack from the face of the franchise program. The 83 Fernando Valenzuela. I remember last year, I think he was the first inning boss, and he was just impossible to hit. This is a very good card for people that can't hit them. So if you're using them and someone has a hard time laying off the breaking pitches, you're gonna strike them out every single time and at least get you a few innings before you can switch into some faster pitching. His stats are not very good except for his break at 99, but it's his velocity on all of his pitches. So he's got a 79-mile-an-hour screwball, a 77-mile-an-hour curveball, and a 74-mile-per-hour circle change, and then a fastball up at 92. So again, that's BP if someone can wait on it, but a lot of players have a hard time with that, especially if you are, someone a little bit newer to the game and you're playing lesser skilled opponents. Fernando Valenzuela can do a lot of damage for you. On to the bullpen. The best card that I have used out of the bullpen so far has been face of the franchise, Devin Williams. I think it's because his cutter is so slow and has great movement on it that you can pitch it away to right-handed batters, and it's just pretty devastating. And a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. But yeah, in 46 and a third innings, I've got a 2.53 ERA and 52 strikeouts. He has by far been my best reliever. You can get him for very cheap, or you can get him for free. 13,000 subs will get you Devin Williams. Also, the face of the franchise, Aroldis Chapman. Unbelievable hits per nine and K per nine. With 99 velocity, 99 break. Now, his Live Series card, for whatever reason, just pitches batting practice, so I would not recommend his Live Series card. But nonetheless, the fastball at 99, two-seamer at 97, slider, splitter, just very, very good in that aspect. 31 and two-thirds innings, 2.27 ERA for me, and 44 strikeouts. This is a great lefty to pair with Devin Williams out of the pen. Another sneaky one that you can grab for very cheap is the Darren ODay for completing the Baltimore Orioles Live Series collection. 82 overall, but his hits per nine and Ks per nine, 92 and 96. And then he pitches with this ridiculous delivery. Not a very fast pitcher at all, but again, you can kind of mess people up with that delivery. It's always been like that, as he is a sidewinder pitcher, but he is very cheap to go after if you just got to complete the Live Series collection for the Baltimore Orioles. All right, guys, those are some of the cards that I think that you should grab early on if you are trying to build a team out of the gate. They are very cheap and very effective. I'll show you guys real quick my main squad. The Rookie of the Year, Albert Pujols, who I've loved. Centerfield at Mike Trout finally started to get going at the plate with him. I was having a hard time. I have no idea why. Roberto Clemente, I thought would have no pop, but he does have a little bit, and he just mashes the ball like singles and doubles all over the place. Frank Thomas, obviously great. Chase Utley, Corey Seager, Jose Ramirez, like I discussed. And then I've got Gary Carter with Durham, Gibson, Haniger, the supercharged Vladdy Guerrero, which I'll change out, and then Joey Votto on the bench. My starting pitchers are Randy Johnson, who has been awesome for me. And then I've got Mike Messina, sneaky good with his sinker. Shohei, I just love using him at the plate. Like, he is phenomenal at the plate for me. I can't get him going on the pitching mound, but unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. I just got Dontrelle Willis, gonna try him out, and then Corbin Burns. My bullpen, got Kenley Jansen, Steve Cishek, Williams, Clase, Chapman, and then Hader, Houston Street, and Wagner. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and hopefully some of these cards, the cheaper cards, will help you out. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.